Number 7. Bikes and lunch. If you like bikes, you must check out Peterson Harley-Davidson store on Northwest 2nd Street in Miami. We spent some time looking around, and when we were done, we took our usual postcard picture. We then asked around. We wanted to get some authentic Cuban food, and this restaurant was recommended to us. La Rosa on Northwest 7th in Little Havana. We opted to share a plate of fried shredded beef, sliced very thin and fried in tons of onion. The best thing about the dish was the rice and home-style beans. Number 6. Cigar shop. Cigars are one of the most famous exports from Cuba. If you want the flavor, the look, and the design of an authentic Cuban cigar, then visit the Cuban Crafted Cigars on Northwest 7th in Little Havana. This is a home of the finest boutique premium cigars and related accessories. You will also find several brand name cigars at competitive prices lining the shelves. I particularly enjoyed watching the cigar makers fold and roll the cigars, all in-house, and even managed to say thanks to this gentleman who was happy to show us his handiwork. Go check it out. I thought they did a great job. Number 5. Visit a high-end mall. Malls are all over the Miami area. I particularly enjoy the water fountain at this mall and the beautiful fish and foliage used to decorate the indoors. We went in to get a different perspective of Florida, to check out what was fashionable and what was in. You may find that you may have to pay for parking, and also you may need a store to validate you as a customer. So be prepared. Number 4. Key West. If you visit Miami, you must take some time to drive down to Key West, the most southern tip of the state of Florida and the Florida Keys. It takes about 4 to 5 hours depending on traffic, and it's a good idea to stop and pop in at any roadside restaurant or seaside cafe that you see. A surprise may be waiting. On this trip, our goal is to get to Key West and have lunch, and do a little bit of walking on the famous Duval Street. We arrive about 2 p.m., find a parking spot quite close to our target area, and then walk around marveling at our surroundings. It is a quintessential little island. Coconut trees and tropical foliage dot the streets. Eclectic beach cottages stand at attention. People mill around enjoying the scent of the ocean, the salt that permeates the air, and we breathe in. We have arrived. Lunch is a sumptuous catch of the day, mahi, a saltwater fish that grows in warm coastal waters. We tried buttered and deep fried. This one comes with a healthy portion of fries, and we also tried baked served with rice. Yum! The atmosphere in this restaurant, Margaritaville, is great. The coastal lifestyle of the island is reflected in the warm oranges, sunny yellows of the sun, bright blues of the ocean, and the cool greens from the grass and shrubs that you see all over the island. After enjoying our meal, we take the time to look around at the beautiful souvenirs in the gift shop. It has very interesting t-shirts, hats, soft toys, and posters. It's a great place to find that special gift for your loved ones. Right after, we hit the street looking for the Ernest Hemingway house. It sits in the old town Key West, and walking around makes you feel like you have gone back in time. To enjoy the home, you need to get there early so as to have time to look around and read up on the author's lifestyle. They open at 9 and close at 5. You get a 30-minute guided tour. We arrived just as the last tour of the day has ended. What a disappointment. As we stand there wondering what to do, we see crazy tourists taking pictures as they whiz by in their cars, motorcycles, and scooters. So we think to ourselves, why not just stand outside the gate and get our own postcard moments? And we do just that. Duval Street is something to behold. Groups of tourists walk up and down the streets looking into all the different shops, hoping to find a gift or a memento to take back home with them. Our favorite was the root store. We ended up buying an incense stick holder that's beautifully carved and decorated for some of the fragrant sticks that we left back home. Another stop that we make is at a famous street juice bar. Check out the different tropical flavors you can get in a smoothie, a mixed drink, and freshly squeezed juice. If you favor any other kind of drink, you can certainly pick from a selection of coffees, beers, or lemonades.